Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is Indy Fanatics, your home for IndyCar content with weekly podcasts and feature videos. Welcome back to another episode of the IndyCar Podcast, and it is preview week because we don't have just one but two races this weekend in Detroit, and there's IMSA there. And there's Indy lights there. There's a load of racing. If you're going to Detroit this weekend, you are going to be spoiled with on-track action. But we're obviously interested. Some may say IMSA might be a main event, but we're interested in the IndyCar main event, the two races there. So as always, we'll be giving our predictions of kind of the podium, star performers, rookie. I believe all the rookies are racing in this race as well in terms of Grosjean, Scotty and Jimmy.
I believe so.
But yes, we shall pick from that aspect. You excited, Stephen?
Yes, I am.
Are you pumped?
First time seeing a live Detroit race.
Yes, actually that is very true because obviously as people know, 2020 was our first full-time season. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see the Belle Isle circuit. We've enjoyed the street circuit in St. Pete that we've seen. So yeah, it'd be fascinating to see how Detroit stacks up to there.
Oh yeah.
But as always, to start off with the preview, we've got some stats for you to go straight in. So here are some track facts about the Detroit GP. The Detroit GP actually started off as an F1 street circuit, but when the single-seater series dropped both Long Beach and Detroit from the calendar, CART picked up both, and the first Detroit race in 1989 was won by Emerson Fittipaldi. Its current place at Belle Isle, though, has been held since 1992, with the first winner being Bobby Rahal. The race has been a double-header on the calendar since 2013, and one driver in this time has taken the clean sweep over the weekend, and that was Graham Rahal in 2017, though Sebastian Bourdais and Helio Castro-Neves have won the race in back-to-back seasons. The most successful drivers at the track have been Scott Dixon and Helio Castro-Neves with 3 wins apiece, and the most successful team, as always it seems, is Team Penske with 7 wins at the Belle Isle circuit. But this is definitely not a track they have dominated, as there has been 10 different teams who have won at the circuit during its time. That's the Belle Isle kind of layout since 1992. The last winners at the circuit in 2019 were Joseph Newgarden and Scott Dixon. Joseph obviously going on to win the championship that year. It's another Penske stronghold.
Whoa.
Well, it's not a stronghold.
Yeah.
They've won 7, and the next best, I believe, is Chip Ganassi with 4.
There we go.
Scott's won 3 of them. Hey?
Well, Scott is Chip Ganassi.
Well, you know, Dario Franchitti's won the most Indy 500s for them.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, Juan Pablo Montoya Zanardi, they were good in the late, 90s when Chip Ganassi were first getting off. But the last 20 years is all about Scott Dixon.
Zach, there we
Certainly.
go.
There you go from there.
Double header.
Yeah. But I was going, before we jump into the preview, we'll just give a shout out. So if there are any kind of IndyCar platforms out there who would like a shout on the channel, obviously we're still a growing platform ourselves, but we're happy to spread the IndyCar loving for people who cover it. So Ben Johnston, who runs the Paddock Eye, his website, I'll leave a link to his website in the description below, covers kind of IndyCar, an Irish guy as well. So another guy this side of the Atlantic Ocean, who's sharing his love for IndyCar. If you want to give him kind of like a follow his website or kind of check out his articles as well, definitely do that. And it was good recently interacting with Ben on Twitter. So I thought give him a shout out.
There we go.
Yeah, we've got to share the IndyCar loving, haven't we? That's it from me. You, thoughts? Detroit, let's go.
Double header. Bam. Double the trouble.
Are we going to get 7 and then 8 different winners in 8 races?
Can the dream stay alive? Well, I'm thinking Joseph Newgarden and Graham Rahal are going to be favourites for this. Surely. Previous winner in Joseph Newgarden and Graham Rahal, like you said, the only man to do the double sweep.
And I believe crucify me in the comments below if I'm wrong, that actually that Detroit double header was Graham Rahal's last wins in the IndyCar series.
Wow. What a way to get another win.
Would be, and
Back
he
at
looked
Detroit.
so strong at Indy, didn't he?
And if we get those two, the dream stays alive.
Yeah, Team Penske has surely got to win.
17 different race winners in a year?
Honestly though, Team Penske have to win a race.
Yes.
Surely.
Yeah.
We're 6 races into the season, and the big team in the series hasn't won a race, which shows how competitive this series and how brilliant the season has been so far. But they've surely got to win one of these races.
Well, one man that you have to look at is Simon Pagenaud, who's fighting for his Penske future at the moment because he hasn't even got a contract beyond this season. Obviously, Will Power got his contract after Barber, or it was like before Barber, somewhere around Barber. But Pagenaud's the only one out of the 4 awaiting a new contract. So if he goes and bangs in a win at Detroit, he'll be asking for that new contract.
So number 4 driver in the team currently, and number 4 in the championship currently, with a strong showing in the Indy 500, grabbing that podium late on in the race. It catapulted him above his Penske teammates, Newgarden and Will Power, who had definitely started off the season stronger in the championship. Well, I suppose Newgarden DNFing at Barber wasn't
didn't quite start the...
But he looked like he was getting it back on track.
Momentum, yeah.
Yeah. But, Pagenaud a real chance to maybe be Penske's main guy leading the charge in the championship this season. And if he is that race winner for Penske this weekend, if they do win a race this weekend, it would certainly strengthen his position.
But the man standing in the way of the dream of 17 different race winners is Scott Dixon, the man who's lost the championship lead to his young challenger in Alex Palou. Will he strike back?
Well, will he become the outright most successful driver of the Detroit GP this weekend?
Yeah.
And he has to win one of them to do it.
Yeah.
If he wins both, gets a 2-race head start over Elio.
Jeez.
Who could return full-time to the series next year.
Next year, yeah.
I think there was, I'll see if I can find it, but there was quite one. So Graham Rahal, obviously you said, was a guy in that aspect. And I think I tweeted out essay. Yeah, and Alan on Twitter said, would like my 2 favourite drivers, Jack Harvey and Graham Rahal, to pick up a win each. And I think, they would be good because they've both actually been very good this year without necessarily picking up the results to show how well they've been driving.
Jack Harvey's been very close to a podium. And if you're in the podium, you're in for a shout of the win.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And maybe he is a guy that is going to do well this weekend with the whole Meyer Shank team fresh off winning the Indy 500. I don't believe haven't seen anything that they're going to last minute pull Elio into the Detroit GP. One guy who is Santino Ferrucci.
And yes, we got to talk about Santino Ferrucci making his return to the series with Rahal, Linneman, Lanigan Racing. Will it be a full-time return? Who knows? But he's only coming back this weekend at the moment.
Yeah, well, I think obviously it would seem unlikely for Santino because I believe if Santino wanted to stay in the series full time, actually from his performances, he probably could have picked up a better ride than Dale Coyne Racing. But I think he wanted to go that NASCAR route, and you've got to go to NASCAR Xfinity. But maybe a gap opened up in his calendar after the 500 to race a couple of races at Detroit.
Maybe.
I doubt that we're going to see Santino return full-time to the series now, unless the NASCAR venture, until he properly pursues that, I believe.
Okay.
That would be my thoughts on Santino.
He's a quality driver.
He is, especially on the ovals. But we're a street circuit.
Yes, we are a street circuit. So who knows? One to look out for, though. A man with nothing to lose.
Yeah, but how that all came about is we don't think Elliot be going. Jack Harvey could be the one to ride the wave off the Meyer Shank height, and he so deserves, at the very least, a podium for the way that he's driven this season.
Yeah.
And that moves us on nicely to our podium predictions. Stephen, look at these links. That smooth transition.
Oh, it's difficult because I have to do 2 different podiums. First podium. Joseph Newgarden wins for Team Penske, followed by Scott Dixon retaking the championship lead, and then third, Simon Pagenaud. It's going to be a strong showing for Penske. Double podium for them. Second race is going to be Graham Rahal winning the race. Second, Jack Harvey gets his first podium for Meyer Shank Racing. And then third, Pato. I can't have a podium prediction. I let everyone down for my Indy 500 predictions. I didn't include Pato in my podium. And I'm not even putting him down as a win because I believe in the dream. So I'm sacrificing my Pato win prediction. Carried the dream. Pato will come third in the second race.
Yep. And as always with these podium predictions, it is literally picking names out of a hat because it is such a competitive field that it almost seems crazy to pick the selections. So are we writing off...
Oh, I'm going on form and I'm going on past experience.
Writing off Andretti completely.
Who? Who are they?
Yeah, absolutely. Who are they? Well, I'm going to keep getting goodwill coming in here. Alexander Rossi is going to win race 1 at Detroit. You know, I've got to keep throwing good vibes out to Alexander Rossi. He deserves a break. And maybe I keep cursing him. Maybe that's the issue. Although the podium predictions weren't in last year, so he can't blame me for that.
Exactly.
But Alexander Rossi is going to go from there. Agree. Joseph Newgarden P2 and Alex Palou P3. I feel like the guy is just high on momentum out here and he will maintain his championship lead.
I don't think he's going to master the streets of Detroit.
Well.
But sorry, these are your podium predictions.
Yeah, God, this guy trying to take over. Race 2. Simon Pagenaud in the win. Penske will get a win. I can't predict Penske not to win one of these races. I will be baffled if they do not get a win this weekend. Pato P2, Jack Harvey P3. I think we're both predicting Pato to everything. Pato, Arrow McLaren, they are still strong and almost, a very strong showing at Indy 500 again with a P4. For a long time was running in that, 3-5, but Chevy just didn't really seem to, I say that as Pagenaud was charging through the field. Arrow McLaren just didn't have that extra bit of oomph at the end to give Pato a serious shot of competing with Palou and Castro Neves at the end of the race. But, again, he continues to impress this season. So he makes the podium for me.
Bam, there we go.
Star performer. This is a tough one.
Okay,
this is a tough one.
I need a solid pick. I need a solid pick. Get me back in this fight for the star performer head to head. Okay. Who are we going for? Jesus.
He has nothing to do with it.
Jesus is my star performer. I don't know. Such a tough one. Around the streets of Detroit.
As always here at Indy Fanatics, we plan things out incredibly well.
Have you got one?
Well, we have to have 2, don't we?
Holy moly, we have to have 2.
2 for the races.
It's a double
or
points
you can
weekend.
put a star performer for the weekend.
It's a double points weekend.
It's a double points weekend. Right. My first one, obviously, if he wins the race, is going to be Alexander Rossi.
Okay.
Considering the seasons he had, I think he would be a star performer. And my second one, sticking with my podium predictions, Jack Harvey. I think if Jack Harvey gets a podium, then that's a star performance for him.
Okay.
So they're going to be my 2 for the weekend. Rossi
Jeez,
and Harvey.
You came up with those quick. I was expecting a bit more thinking time. You just hit me. I go for Sebastian Bourdais for race 1. Strong top 5 finish.
And he's a strong star performer pick. He does seem to get, and he's a previous 2-time winner at the circuit as well.
Yep. But since St. Pete, he hasn't been quite at the top, so I think it's a first star.
Unlucky at Texas.
Yep.
But yeah, Indy 500, AJ Foyt were nowhere near it.
And then for my second race, I am going to go for Santino Ferrucci. Screw it.
I thought it was coming. I had a gut feeling that you would say Santucci.
Santucci?
Yeah, Santucci. So when you can't say his full name, you just say Santucci.
Santucci.
Yeah, you don't say Ferrucci, you don't say Santini, you say Santucci.
Bloody hell. Santino Ferrucci for my star performer second race.
Nice. Okay, well, I mean, when you were going, I've got to put strong picks, you took the 2 risky ones, and I've taken, I would say, stronger bets at the star performer.
Gotta go big or go home.
Absolutely. I mean, your philosophy has changed very quickly over the course of this video. Rookie performers over the course of the weekend. Again, it feels the showdown will be between Roman Grosjean and Scott McLaughlin. Scott McLaughlin has done very well, obviously at the Indy 500 and at Texas, but you have to remember last time Roman Grosjean was in an IndyCar, he was claiming pole position at the Indianapolis GP, and he finished P2 in the race.
Yeah.
But he struggled at St. Pete.
Yeah. But I'm going for Roman Grosjean.
Yeah, I'm going for him. I think Scott McLaughlin is doing a brilliant job, but I don't know, there just seems something... now, you know what? Let's be different. Okay. Let's change it up. Good. Because you did it in the Indy 500.
Yeah.
Scott McLaughlin is having a superb rookie season. He grows in confidence, strength. Was unlucky in the Indy 500, with the brakes going to the floor and getting that pit lane break, because he looked on for another strong performance and a strong top 10 performance.
Yeah.
And the best qualifier out of the Penske lads. And maybe he would have come on strong like Pagenaud later on in the race. We're not sure in that aspect. Scott McLaughlin, he really has been doing fantastic. And maybe the fact that he was able to have that race in between, I know oval and street racing is very different skill sets. But yeah, I'm going to back him round Bellar.
Nice.
There you go.
There we go.
That's it. That's the preview. Smashed it. Enjoyed it. There's your predictions. There's your facts. There's some just general thoughts. And again, we just can't wait to see how this IndyCar season's unfolding. We've had the main event. The Indy 500 was a classic. Elio winning that 4th Indy 500. Brilliant. But now it is just going to be that accumulation of the championship battle. And I'll be honest with you, I still don't know who are going to be the main championship contenders.
No,
Will Colton Herta get
still
a serious
so
run?
open.
Scott Dixon is there or thereabouts. He, out of the kind of strong experienced guys, is the best place. But Pagenaud, can he turn around? Was that kind of Indy 500 lift what he needed to kind of drive up his season? Will Joseph Newgarden finally kind of get a win and ignite his title challenge? Will Alex Palou be would he maintain this momentum? 6 races in and he's been superb leading the championship. And has about a 30-point lead, doesn't he? 36 points, is it?
Yep.
I believe. So many interesting storylines to kind of work. And yeah, it's going to be brilliant on-track racing. And we've got not 1, but 2 races this weekend. Cannot wait.
Ugh.
Cannot wait. So we'll be back on Friday with an interesting video, something slightly different. What we're going to be looking at is Marcus Ericsson and Felix Rosenqvist. And we're going to leave it at that.
Ooh.
You'll have to tune in Friday to see what we're doing. Ooh, surprise. And then obviously we'll be back on Monday for the podcast with a double race review covering all the action from the weekend.
Bam. Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam.
Hope you all enjoy. If you're going there, very jealous as always. Hope you enjoy the race live. We'll be watching it live.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like you said, we'll be back on Friday.
And let us know your predictions in the comments below, your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're new around here or haven't done so already, Stephen, what can they do?
They can like, subscribe, and ding that bell.
Ding it. So for now, you Indy fans, keep racing.